Alright, today on the bench we've got a Fender Telecaster. It needs a set of strings on it. So let's go ahead and get started on this little black Tele. Here we go. Okay, so this is a customer's restring. And so this guitar came in without any strings on it. The output jack is a little loose, but sometimes, you know, you don't want to really bring your guitar into the repair shop without any strings on it. Just testing on the electronics here. Tapping lightly on the pickups. They seem like they are working properly. But this output jack is a little loose, and it's one of the cups. These are really tough to mess with. So this Tele maple neck. 1990s was when they started with the saddles on here like this. So pretty cool little guitar. Made in Mexico, 2010. So let's just take a look real quick at the fingerboard. I've got my notch straight edge. This is a long scale, 25.5-inch scale length. We set this on here and it'll just give us an idea if the neck is nice and flat, how much relief is in it. It's got a fair amount of relief in it. So let's snug the truss rod just a little tiny bit. Test on this thing. There we go. Make sure you always get the right wrench that goes in your truss rod. Don't try to stick one in there that's a little bit wrong. There we go. I'm just going to snug it about that tight right there. And then I'm going to clean the fretboard a little bit. I've been using this Guitar Juice Tonic a lot lately. Today's video brought to you by Guitar Juice Tonic. No waxes, no oils, spray it right on the guitar. Made right here in the USA. Get yourself Guitar Juice Tonic. Guitar Juice Tonic has been doing a great job for me. Fret ends on this guitar feel fine. Yeah, this Guitar Juice, man, I just pretty much, it cleans chrome really well. And you just want to shine up a customer's guitar so it looks nice when they come and pick it up. Even though it's just a basic restring, basic setup, you want the guitar to really shine. So you're giving them their money's worth when you shine on a guitar a little bit. There we go. Even though my rag is getting kind of dirty here. There we go. And looking at the fretwear, I don't really see any. This good condition guitar right here. Alright, it's already that time. Let's put some strings on it. Today's string choice. Today's string choice. Ernie Ball, skinny top, heavy bottom, 10 through 52. So this guy's going for a little heavier sound. It is going to be in standard tuning. So maybe for some reason he wants to. This is a perfect pack for drop D. Maybe he's a 90s guy. A couple of concerts are coming to town. Bush is coming to town. And also Offspring is going to be here. So some good concerts. I always try to go and see as many concerts as I can. And when I do see a concert, a lot of times I will put some footage of those concerts that I go to on the ZIMM'S Guitars 2 channel. It's a brand new thing I started just about a month ago. I only have 75 subscribers over there or something like that. So if you do me a favor and you've got nothing better to do, go on over to ZIMM'S Guitars 2 and check out my my channel that doesn't have any guitar related stuff on there. It's more just about me and going to concerts and stuff like that. So just a bunch of the stuff that is kind of fun and kind of interesting, but I don't want to throw it on this channel. Now, for years and years, I have used 9 through 42 strings, especially on a Fender scaling. But lately I've been playing in this punk band where we just blast through bar chords, and I've actually changed to this set right here that we're playing, the skinny top, heavy bottom. I'll show you one more time. But I've changed to this gauge of strings when you're just blasting through chords, and you can play lead riffs on this too, but this is my current gauge of strings that I prefer on the guitar that I play. I just put the strings on without using any of those, the Lutherie knot, any of those kind of ways where you put your string through the peg, you bend it over, you roll it under. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I just string the guitar up the way the factory strings it up. If you got yourself a Gibson and some guy somewhere wants to put the Gibson wrap, I wouldn't do that, because it just makes it a hassle when you go to pull the strings back off. And now if Gibson doesn't wrap their strings like that, why would anybody call that the Gibson wrap? Gibson doesn't wrap their strings like that. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that it goes under the string tree here. There we go. Straighten that little string tree out a little bit. There we go. And then finally, we've got our Ernie Ball Custom Gauge 10 is our high E string. Yeah, install your strings the same way the factory does. Don't come up with your own weird technique to do it. Okay, so I got the strings on here, and I haven't tuned it, but now I'm just going to look at the saddles and just kind of make sure that they all look like they're in the right spot where they should be. And this one is sinking down a little bit right here. So I'm going to make an adjustment right here to the D string. Let me find the right wrench that fits down in there. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to flatten these out. So you want each saddle to be flat, but they also have to go in the radius. And so this one was diving down right there. That looks better. I think I can lower the A string just a tad. Okay. And the B string's kind of freaking out a little bit, so I can adjust that. And then this side of the low E string, there we go. Now they're all flat, but they also have a radius to them. So there was nothing scientific about what I just did there. Didn't use a tool or anything, just kind of eyeballed them. Let me get a tuner on this thing. Just going to use this snark. My opinion, the snark tuners deserves the guitar player Nobel Peace Prize for the best innovation in the guitar world in the last 20 years. Just my opinion. but they should give these snark tuners, everybody has one now. And they work pretty good. And every year they get a little bit better in reliability. And the ones that you can recharge now work really good, so you don't have to fool with the little batteries. Yeah, so if there was a Nobel Peace Prize for the latest and greatest guitar invention, I'm giving it to the snark tuner. And what's that?
It would just be a Nobel Prize. The Peace Prize is its own...
Oh, it would just be a Nobel Prize. It wouldn't have anything to do with the word peace, except it gave a nice peace of mind to the guitar players. But my son's telling me it would just be a Nobel Prize. But it is peace of mind when you're on stage and you're playing a gig somewhere and you've got your snark tuner hidden behind your headstock like this. And so between songs you can just kind of look at it. This is peace of mind right here. Especially for those guys that don't have pedal boards, where they don't have their old school Boss tuner pedal. Just use a snark. The guys that don't have snark tuners on their guitars right now are the guys that are in those big bands, where after every song they hand their guitar off to their guitar tech and he tunes them and everything and then brings them back out. But if you're just in a mid-level band or a bar band, you definitely need one of these snark tuners. Okay, so there's that. Cut these off up here, throw them in the trash. Set it up here on my knee and just think about how it plays for a second. So these are heavier strings, and so sometimes the nut isn't really cut deep enough or wide enough for these strings, but I'm not going to mess with the nut because it's just a restring. But sometimes when you put the heavier gauge up here, it might not lay down in the nut just right. It's going to be kind of a little hard to play here at the first fret, but we did tighten up the truss rod, which eliminates a little bit of that. Oh wow, there's a lot of backbone. These strings are really pulling on this little skinny tally neck. So I'm going to loosen the strings up one more time, so there's not so much tension on them. And I'm going to snug this truss rod again. Got to come over here and make sure my camera's pointed here, yeah. Okay, let's snug on this thing a little bit again. There we go. Okay, there we go. That looks better. I'm going to give it one more little tiny tug. There we go. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to muscle it or anything like that. Check on it one more time. Not too bad. Okay, now let's tune it back to pitch, and I'll plug it into something and strum on it for a minute. Okay, I did tighten up that output jack too. Let's see what's going on here with this tally now. Grab some kind of a guitar pick over here. Seems like she plays pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna call my customer and say, hey buddy, come pick this guitar up. And I want to thank you guys for watching the videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff for me. Thank you guys, really appreciate ya. Have a great day. Go buy a guitar.